It was a typical Wednesday evening, and I was in my dorm room, studying for an upcoming exam. My roommate, Sarah, was out at a party, and I was left alone to my own devices. At first, everything seemed normal. I was working on my computer, with the lights dimmed and some soft music playing in the background. But then, I started to notice strange noises coming from the ventilation system. At first, I thought it was just the wind blowing through the vents, but then the noises grew louder and more frequent. I tried to ignore it, but the sounds were starting to freak me out. They sounded like footsteps, heavy and deliberate, like someone was walking around my room. I looked up from my computer to see if anyone was there, but there was no one in sight. I tried to shake off the feeling of unease, telling myself it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. But then, I heard my name being whispered. It was a soft, raspy voice, and it seemed to be coming from the vent above my bed. I froze, my heart racing. I couldn't move, couldn't speak. The voice whispered my name again, and this time, it sounded closer as I realized that something was in my room with me. Suddenly, the lights flickered and went out, turning my room into darkness. I was left sitting in the pitch black, with only the sound of my own breathing to keep me company. I knew I had to get out of there, but my legs wouldn't move. I was paralyzed with fear. That's when I heard the voice again, this time louder and more threatening. It was right behind me, and I could feel its breath on my neck. I turned to see a shadowy figure over me. I screamed, but my voice was drowned out by the sound of my own heart pounding in my ears. The figure reached out and touched my face, sending shivers down my spine. I was trapped, and I knew I was going to die. But then, just as suddenly as it had started, everything was over. The figure vanished, the lights flickered back on, and I was left sitting there, shaking and gasping for breath. It was as if the whole thing had been a dream, but I knew it wasn't. I knew that something had been in my room with me, and it had left me with a sense of terror that I will never forget. To this day, I still can't explain what happened that night. I've tried to tell myself it was just my imagination, that I was just stressed out from studying and let my fears get the best of me. But I know the truth. Something supernatural happened in my dorm room that night, and I will never be able to shake the memory of it off.